And Kim Il-sung was a complete psychopath that he believed if he has sex with the young girls, really young girls, he thought he would get the energy from these girls and stay young. One guy having 2,000 harems every night, and they're all teenager young girls. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park and I am a nurse and de facto human rights activist. So guys, today in this video, we are going to talk about how Kim Jong Un got so furious recently to the officers that they could not find enough virgins for him. Yeah, the wild 25 million people in North Korea, their problem is surviving. They don't even know they're gonna make it to one day because there is no food. The Kim Jong Un purposefully starving its own people. Meanwhile, the 25 millions are going through modern day Holocaust and suffering beyond any measure. That Kim Jong Un's problem is not finding enough virgins. So apparently, guys, Kim Jong Un has 2,000 harems with him. Each night, he needs to party with 2,000 virgin girls and with his harems. So now in North Korea, it's running out of virgins. Not because also Kim Jong Un sleeps with them all, because North Korea is so heartbreakingly, women are forced to conduct selling their bodies. Because of the pandemic, what is there to do for women? Like even for men, there's nothing, there's no economy. The private property, there's no trading, there's no market. The only thing that women left in their body not to do is selling their body. So therefore, more women are joining this prostitution to survive, literally. And Kim Jong Un got so upset because in North Korea, in order to become Kim Jong Un's pleasure squad member, they have to go to this severe physical exam, which means the first requirement is that this girl has to be a virgin. So these officers have to go around the town and the city and schools, even going to elementary school to pick these girls out. These young girls who have to satisfy Kim Jong Un and other top officers each night are sometimes aged between 13 to 15. North Korea found this pleasure squad in the 70s. Kim Jong-il, the second Kim, found this because one day he really wanted the power. And his father was, still the leader and had all the power. So he thought, oh, how am I going to get the power from my father? And he thought, okay, I'm going to distract him and make him not interested in running everyday business when it comes to running a country. How he's gonna do that? And he thought, okay, I'm gonna pick the best, most beautiful girls around the country and then offer them to him in the name of for his happiness and, pleasure and satisfaction and rest, because he worked so hard for the communist revolution now. So therefore, every month and sometimes every day, Kim Jong-il picked out these girls and offered to the Kim Il-sung. And Kim Il-sung was a complete psychopath that he believed if he has sex with the young girls, really young girls, he thought he would get the energy from these girls and stay young. This complete barbaric psychopath, these evil dictators. So Kim Jong-il started this pleasure squad and collecting these most beautiful girls around the country. From the age of 6 and 7, they picked them up and then picked them up to the Pyongyang. And these girls picked up to the Pyongyang, and then what happened was Kim Il-sung really loved this plan. So he was thinking, okay, I love having fun with these girls and having parties, so let Kim Jong-il run the country. And that's how he got transferred his power from his father, by using these innocent North Korean young girls. But while during his time, he also did the exact same thing, created a pleasure squad for himself. And he had a different taste than his father. So he picked the girls had his own taste. He liked some more not too tall, more feminine, roundish, curvy women, and he started picking his own pleasure squad. So he had these known parties in North Korea. However, now it came to Kim Jong-un's time, the youngest Kim. Kim Jong-un seemed in the beginning thought it was not as interesting to pleasure squad. By the time 2015, he became so interested. Each night, guys, he spends time with the 2,000 harems, and these are virgin girls. Then what he does is having orgies and having parties with the top officers who helps him to maintain the power. During these orgies and these parties that are going on every night, unimaginable things are going on. There was a chef from Japan who served Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-il's one of the favorite food was a sushi. So they went to Japan and brought this I think they literally kidnapped this sushi chef to North Korea. Then he was forced to make sushi for Kim Jong-il, and during these parties he witnessed that. Literally in his words, they had two favorite games during these parties. One was taking off their clothes by drinking, and then after that, when they get drunk, they're having these shaving games. So if the girl lost, they shave this girl's private parts, and if the guys are lost, then they use them to shave their hair. Literally, this corrupt man is running the country. For these girls, it's not their choice. For them to only go into a pleasure squad is only way for these girls avoiding dying from starvation. A lot of commoners' parents are so happy when the daughter picked in this pleasure squad, and they even think it as an honor because they think their daughter gonna serve the nation, serve the leader. However, only main reason that parents are happy their daughter is going there, even though when they send their daughter to this pleasure squad, they will never get to see their daughter ever again. But why they're happy is because at home they cannot feed their children. They might die from starvation, but when they're in this pleasure squad, at least during that time, their daughters is not gonna be starved. By the time when they are around 13 to 15 and when they become around 2022 or 2023, then as if they are like object, the Kim Jong-il and the Kim Jong Un, they give them off to the officers in the military as a prize. They're like a transferable like gift product. They are not a human beings with a dignity. Because of now with the economic hardship, more girls are joining prostitution. And there's a more corruption because nowadays the guys who conduct interviews and picking up this pleasure squad, the first condition for these girls to be selected is need to sleep with these interviewers. Then they have like many rounds of interviews from the little town to the big city, then to the last guy and in Pyongyang. And there's known to that Jang Sung-taek who got executed by Kim Jong Un. He was usually the last guy that did the interview and did the auditioning. And every single chain they go through, they all have to sleep with these guys. So Kim Jong Un got so furious. Now all the girls are now coming to him. There's so much corruption that all these girls got raped in between. And now that's the reason why he's furious about it, and he started punishing these officers. Not because he wants to help these vulnerable young girls, but because he wants the virgins all for himself. I just even like telling you this, I still cannot believe this is something not from a history book that we read about in like some 5th century, right? Like imagine one guy having a 2,000 harems every night, and they're all teenager young girls. While this barbaric act is going on, the world is doing nothing about it. Literally, guys, like this is a thing. What is so insane about North Korea is as much as of like the level of evil that people can reach. Like a lot of people say, oh, human nature is good. I tell them like BS. You know, human nature is either good or bad. It can be really anything. Humans created concentration camp, and we are the ones also died in that concentration camp. It is also about we like talk about the values and what is a moral being should to do. In North Korea, it is a testament how evil a man can become without the values, without the principles. And while this is going on, also what shocks me is how much the humans are so complacent and like not caring. Like literally, this is happening for the last 80 years. This is like open information. It's not like some CIA secret. Why this is going on? all these people who are talking about the women's rights and social justice, none of those fighters are talking about what human beings are going through under this evil regime. I'm so grateful, guys, you come to this channel and really learning about what's happening in the darkness. So I really need you to let the world know what's going on. So if more people know, I hope that we can raise our voice collectively and condemn this regime and ask our leaders do the right thing. Ask China to stop sponsor this evil dictatorship. So someday these people in North Korea can be living like us, know what it means to be a human, and have that human dignity with them. So thank you guys for watching, and please hit that like button so YouTube algorithm can suggest this video to more people. Please join my Patreon. Your support really means everything to me, so I can continue to make this contents. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.